Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting back on with the Nissan and see if I can finally fix the central lock-in. So I've got my tea, got my nice warm gloves on because it's a freezing cold day again. We'll grab some tools and we'll get started. The first thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to put the old motor back in, reconnect all the actual connecting rod back up to the lock, and then I'm going to give the actual door a bit of a wax oil and a clean inside before I actually put it all back together. But I did get some information online, and I've been told the smaller of the two motors, maybe you saw in the last video where I explained about the two motors, one was this size and one was this side. I've been told the smaller one is the one that I need. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it, you might find it interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this all wired in, see if it works, and then we'll see if we can make up an actual connecting rod to actually make the lock work. So I'll get all this bolted back in, just do it on the time lapse, and then do the other side. All back together. Got a few little stains on here, so I'm going to have to give this a little bit of a clean, I think. It looks nice. All working properly now. So the next step is going to be this door. Get this all back together, get the central locking working. Okay, so I've coupled all the wiring together, so you can see it's just a little bit rough. I've twisted all the wires together to as a temporary measure to get it to work, but with the motor all wired in, so you can hear that, it all works. So now I've just got to actually see if I can shorten this and fabricate this so with a little bend in it so it fits into the lock in there as well now. So that is the next step, but by the looks of it, it's all working as it should. So it's now working. The lock is a little bit stiff, but it's probably taken me off camera about 2.5 hours because that bar took some measuring and fanning about with and trying to get right, but I did have to move the bolt hole down about 1 inch to actually get this to line up properly. So what I'm going to do is drill another hole here to bolt this in properly, relume all the wiring, put the door card on, and the central locking is now working. Yeah, so once I've reloomed the wiring, I'm going to put the door card back on. I'm going to call that job done. So as you can see, I'll get coming in a little bit closer. As you can see, the wiring is a little bit messy, but it took some working out. This little switch here I had to extend because the wiring was cut really short by the so-called electrical experts. So I extended that and clip that on there, but what I'll do is I'll relume all this with some nice tape, and then neaten this all up, tidy it all up so it's all nicely into the door card, so it's not going to get in the way of the window going down. But I'm really pleased I've actually managed to get that working, because that was a bit of a bugbear of mine, the actual central locking only working on locking but not locking. So I'm glad I got that sorted. Lock the car. Look at that. Hey, job done. Brilliant. Happy with that. So another problem solved, thankfully. Put my trousers up. So just a few more little tweaks on this. Now I've still got to sort the wiper motor on this. I've got a new wiper motor. I've got to strip all that down and repaint it all. And well, I'll see if it works first. So I don't know if you remember on the last video, the wipers don't actually return back to the correct place. But one guy on the actual owners club told me if I try and swap the motor for the original motor, it might actually line up properly. But so I'll give that a go. So I've got that. That'll be coming up in another video. But hopefully in the next week or so, we're going back for another MOT and get a road legal again. Hopefully get to a few shows this summer. There's one coming up, but it's just an open day at a local restoration garage, so we're hopefully going to get to that. It's just one of the first little runs out, so I'm going to get this booked in hopefully next week for the MOT, so hope you'll come along for that. I'll be filming that as a little vlog, so hopefully it'll pass. It should do, because it's only done 23 miles since the last MOT, and I don't think there's much changed on it. Some improvements to it, but that's about it. If you've liked this video, found it interesting, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you on the next one.